Welcome to my channel Learn. In this video, we will going to discuss the answer key of Mcat practice quiz session of D block elements. Previously, we have discussed the questions and we have concluded all the questions, almost 10 questions we have discussed, and now we are going to discuss the answers with the reasons of that question. So starting from question number 1, that is the transition elements are those in which dash orbitals are in the process of completion, either D, S, F and DF. Okay, so you all know that the transition elements are those elements having the D block as their outermost electrons in the D block, and some outer transition and inner transition also contain the F block elements. So obviously before the D and the S block there is the S and the P block, so they are almost filled, completely filled, and then there is an option for D block filling, and after the D block filling up to the 10 electron there is the option for F block filling up to 14 electrons. So these two orbitals are in the process of filling for the transition elements. So the option for this question is option number D, that is block D and orbital D and orbital F are in the process of completion. So option D for question number 1 is correct. Question number 2 says the reagent that is used to identify copper ion is A, nitric acid, B, sulfuric acid, and C is potassium chromate. So if you study the chapter D block element, you will get to know that potassium chromate having a characteristic property of acting as a reagent to identify different compounds of the transition metals. So option C for the question number 2 is correct, that is potassium chromate. Question number C says the empty spaces between the atoms of the transition metal is called dash in their crystal lattice. I explained to you previously that there is a crystal lattice of the D block element in which the atoms of the element are arranged physically and they are attached with each other, and there is some space here. You can see this space between these metals are present for some gases like hydrogen to attach there or to accommodate there. These spaces are called interstitial spaces. So the answer for question number 3 is B, that is interstices. These spaces are called interstices. Next question says ligands are dash, electron pair donor or electron pair acceptor. I gave you two options, either both of them are correct, either one of them are correct, and none of these can be the option of this question as well. But the answer for this question is A, that is electron pair donor. Okay, so why they are electron pair donor? As you should know that the transition element, they form a complex ion. Like if this is a metal that is surrounded by the ligands, so ligands are always the electron pair donors. Okay, so why they are electron pair donor? Because the transition metals form the complex ion, so ligands act as an electron pair donor to the metal. So option A for this question is correct. Coming to question number 5, which says copper sulfate is commonly called as dash, Neela Todha, Lunar caustic, Surkahi. So which of the following is the common name? It is Neela Todha, that is option A, and it is always also written in the book. And copper sulfate is also called as blue vitriol because of its color. Okay, and Neela Todha is also because of its color, because it is Neela, that is blue in color. Alright, so option A for the question number 5 is correct. Question number 6 says potassium ferrocyanide K4FeCN6 is a dash, a normal salt, a mixed salt, a double salt, and a complex salt. Okay, so here you can see the formula. I have written the formula of potassium ferrocyanide to confirm this, that here it's an ion forming with a potassium, iron, and 6 ligands of cyanide. So these all elements are attached in a single compound or single salt. That's why this compound is called a complex salt. Why complex? Because there is a metal ion that is surrounded by the ligands, and there's again a metal ion that is outside the bracket, you can see. So this whole complex is called a complex ion, and here it is a salt, so that is it. The option for this question is D, that is complex salt is correct. Next question says the ferric oxide Fe2O3 is dash, either it is an acetic oxide, a basic anhydride, an acetic anhydride, or an amphoteric anhydride, or green in color. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the Fe2O3? So the answer for this question is amphoteric. Why? Because it is insoluble in water, so it can neither give a acidic or a basic character. It gives an amphoteric character when it is dissolved. That's why the option C is correct for question number 7. Next question, which of the following has the lowest density? Copper, nickel or zinc? This is a trend of density that you have to learn, and the answer for this question is zinc. That is the option number C for question number 8 is correct. Now, question number 9. Which of the following exists in liquid form? These all are the metals of the transition elements, transition block, and here you can see the scandium, yttrium, lanthanum and mercury. Which of the following is the liquid form? Answer for this question is mercury, that is the formula Hg, and this is present in the liquid form, that is option number D for question number 9 is correct. Coming to the last question of this chapter, transition metals which show dash property of paramagnetism have dash pair of electrons. Either they have unpaired, paired, unpaired proton, paired proton. I have previously told you guys in the question session that there is no concept of paired or unpaired proton. It is for the confusion. So that's why these two options can be the consideration. So for this question, the answer is option number A, that is unpaired electron. And why this is unpaired electron? Because the property of paramagnetism that is present in the transition elements of the D block element bases on the presence of unpaired electron. There is when there are more unpaired electrons, they will be attracted by the magnetic field and they will arrange themselves like in the magnetic field. So that's why the option A is correct for question number 10. That's all for the answer session. And thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, like, share and subscribe, and do follow, give feedback. Thank you.